And now I'm going to switch it back over to Disco Elysium. And then I'm going to open up Steam. Then let's go here. Let's see. I have so many tabs and programs open right now. I thought my computer might just like vomit. Okay. Here's Disco Elysium.
Oh, we're playing the game.
Yep.
Nice.
So we're going to load the game. And now, how about this? When Josh ends up harvesting these,
Yeah.
I feel like we absolutely should split our madness sections off from the game sections.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's madness while we do games, but then there's just prelude madness or postlude.
It sounds like a Castlevania game. Yeah.
Yeah, like we interlude madness is fine, but like let's do the game streams as game streams. But like this other one, I think we talked about. I mean, it's entertaining, and there's one or two nuggets of like true whatever in there, so we can put that up too. But let's separate those when we put them on YouTube.
I'm going to be the one that's harvesting them to start. So I will section one off that just says secret video, dark triad formation. And then I'll have another one for our other talk. And then I'll put this up as a third separate video.
Cool. Okay. What am I doing here? It looks like this is the most recent. These are both. Screw that autosave. This was my intentional save.
Can I share with the chat the message I sent you a few nights ago about Disco Elysium?
Yes. Hold on. Was this the one about? Yeah. No matter what. Yes.
So Sunday night, Sunday at 10:44 p.m. in all caps, I texted Pat and said, "Just got 130 real from some rich lady. Suck it." And boy, that was cathartic. I was so pissed watching you scam these people to lower your bill, finding money everywhere. People were just like begging to give you money, and I'm trying to be a good person in my playthrough. And lo and behold, finally, this rich lady's like, "I'll give you 130 bucks, sure." Oh, I felt so good.
I I will admit that in the last playthrough, the amount of honest irritation you were feeling was my favorite thing. Like, I did not realize apparently that is what I desire, but I very much did desire it. So
this is why I do Elmo voice, and this is why I'm like, we're gonna do these dumb projects.
Okay, so now I am in a bookstore, and I also possess literally no money, but I think so. I might not explore the whole bookstore. My mission here is that
I forgot you have no pants.
I mean, how could you forget that I have no pants?
I try to wash that memory out of my brain every night.
Aaron, how can you forget this?
What are we doing? Oh, geez. And it's the socks. The socks give it in like a classy nature.
Mm-hmm. And also these
no shirt either.
This Mega Man glove thing.
You look like the Thing. You look like Ben Grimm.
This Big Hero 6 energy brought about by these gloves. Just because he's so thin, just so thin everywhere except for those. Anyway. Okay. So I think I'm here to talk to this woman about her child being just having to sit out in the rain and huckster for her. But also I'm like, what clothes do I wear that makes this work the best? I don't want this. It's like, Okay, I get extra composure. I have nothing that might help me in terms of my stats. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to
I'm
Crime,
sure this
Romance,
moment's going to
and
be a
Biographies
delight to
of
talk
Famous
to.
People. My name is Plaisance.
Plaisance. Is it her fault that her name is Plaisance?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, because you can change your name. It takes a lot of paperwork. But you can change your name. She knows. She's an adult. She could change it.
Yeah.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility.
Oh, wait, you got to
for
share the game
energy
in
you
Zoom
bring into
because
this
otherwise I'm on a
space.
delay.
Oh, right.
And cool, this is where everything breaks.
No, I think we're getting good at it now. But where is my Zoom?
Should we give Plaisance a different name so that talking to her is more palatable?
Well, I mean, no, I think if to give her a name without her consent is to impede her agency.
Truth.
So hold on. I go here. Is it into video where I do this? Video settings. Is it participants? I always forget where this is.
Joguba.
Here it is.
I guess she suffers from complacence. Can I like give a high five through the chat?
Share all.
Five?
Automatically share desktop.
It doesn't work.
Oh, duh. It's just share screen. Share screen. Disco Elysium. Also do the sound. Share. Now can you see it?
Yeah, there we go.
Ding, ding. Okay. So, take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I personally, Pat Rothfuss, despite the fact that I can literally talk for an hour about the nature of Kirlian photography, if somebody said to me, please be responsible for the energy you bring into this space, I immediately downgrade this person in my estimation, and which is hypocritical and whatever. But I think this cop, this David Bowie, he thinks of himself as David Bowie. Like, he's like, yeah, baby, of course. Although maybe I worry that I might slide from David Bowie into Austin Powers too easily.
Two sides of the same coin. It's like a Jedi Sith thing.
Oh, no. Okay.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off. Can you give me money? I feel like there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Yes.
No. Because we're on a mission here. There's a little girl standing in the rain, and I have opinions about this.
But what if you could take the money and give it to the little girl?
That's not seizing the means of production, Aaron. That's I mean, that's kind of Robin Hoody, but that's not who we are.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Plaisance.
What I think plaisance must mean something in French. What does it translate as, chat?
Let's see. Plaisance. Les plaisance. Les plaisance. A pleasure ground laid out with shady walks, trees, and shrubs, statuary and ornamental, water.
So her name is Park?
Yeah.
French Park.
French Park.
French Park. Fancy park.
Fancy park.
Parquet.
Parkour to her friends.
There we go. Yep. Okay. Two cool dudes right here.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
So first we start off
about the curse.
Yeah, the curse. Oh, we're going to get into the curse too. So what if I wanted to buy a book? I just want to tease her with the idea that I have money, which I do not.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
She
See
fiddles.
those shelves there? Go. be drawn.
Oh, God. Do you have a fucking buy books charm, lady?
She is only valuing you if you have money, which leads me to believe that Plaisance is evil.
I mean, there's, what is it? Ethical capitalism, something.
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
No ethical consumption under Plaisance.
No ethical consumption under the application of witchcraft.
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
She doesn't care about books?
Evil.
Evil.
Pure evil. Pure Bezos.
Pure Bezos.
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose.
I'm so horrified. I am horrified.
You don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
I object.
If, Aaron, I need to get a computer specifically for streaming. And the reason for that is that when something like this happens, I want to be able to flip the table over. And I cannot have that happen with my work computer.
So you want a disposable set of computers you can destroy whenever something makes you mad.
I mean, ideally, in a nutshell, yep.
We'll get some old iMacs.
This is a little critical, but I'm so angry about you don't learn. We literally just talked about this in the stream, everyone.
Yeah, what the hell?
We literally just said this is the only way you learn empathy. Pleasance, you're trying to mind control me, and you don't care about fiction, and yet you're running. You're worse than Bezos. I'm just going to say it.
Plaisance is one of those people who's like, well, it's fiction. It never actually happened. It's like, okay. Well, there's also nonfiction books. Yeah, but that didn't happen to me. Okay. Think about someone other than yourself, Plaisance, please.
Okay.
The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand.
Okay. Oh, yeah. A superstar ghost cop here, I'm very willing to open my mind.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Take her money, Pat.
Oh, no, I'm going after this woman for everything I can get. I'm going to take her child and raise that child as my own.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
A pillar of rage.
Yep.
I'm so upset.
Yep. Yeah, she was. Give me more options. One of them being just to, self-immolate.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Oh, yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that. Now,
Yeah.
I either go 10 because this girl deserves, but I worry if I say, oh, she was so polite and helpful. This woman who only wants to sell books and doesn't care about books, because she hasn't read fiction, this woman possesses no empathy. And therefore, if I say, yeah, your daughter helped me get in here, then she's like, yes, now I must chain her to the doorpost.
I also just want to say, somebody in the chat said, no offense, but Harry is likely a much worse parent. But Harry would not be a worse band manager, and we are recruiting for the band.
Who's Harry?
I don't know. I assume that's a character.
Is that me? Am I Harry?
I mean, you have a very long beard.
Okay. But, yeah, I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that.
Now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as Mayonette.
I'm going to have your child, ma'am.
I'm going to abduct your child. You're not going to have her.
What do you want for the child, you capitalist pig dog? Oh, here we go. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
Yes.
Oh, this is very good.
Do you guilt her before you dismantle the free market?
Okay, so here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do two things at once, because knowing how this system works, a white check you can make multiple times if you get a bonus to it. If you like put a point into a stat, or if you learn something or gain some sort of advantage in some way. So that means in some ways it's in your interest to make a check even if you fail, if it is a check that you can recheck later after you get bonuses. But also, so I'm suspecting here, if I did some of these things, it might give me a bonus in the future. But also, I think it's more honest to start. Just say, yeah, this strikes me as wrong. I'm going to start honestly, just talking to her, giving her the chance to be a human being here.
And that opens up a conversation. You're not attacking her.
Nope. This is how I feel about your monstrous behavior. It's always about I statements, everyone. This is something I've learned in therapy. If you say, I feel you're an asshole. I hate the way that you make me angry all the time. That's a joke, everyone. That's not how to use I statements.
Boy, it sounds like our last meeting.
Oh,
Weird.
Please tell them that that's not true, because I'm better now. I don't do shit like that anymore, hopefully.
I cannot do that. You reinforce the behavior. No, that's good.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Oh, this is one of the many subjects on which we disagree, ma'am. As part of society, I determine which of the rules apply to me. Okay.
Like, do you even care about your daughter? All this pressure has made her anxious.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Here's how we go.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
This economy is a mysterious force, like cosmic weather, mysterious and harsh.
Yeah, I don't think your daughter can fix the economy. That's my job.
No.
I'm going to dismantle the
free market.
Yeah, the free market. I was going to say dismantle the proletariat. That would be very bad communism, just to be clear. I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower.
Oh,
This
go
is
to
what's
hell.
called growing pains.
Oh.
Life is easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Can you light this person on fire?
I would love it if it came up like,
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it.
Kim!
You are
Yeah,
placing
Kim.
an unnecessary burden on a young child.
If Kim goes in on her, it's okay for us to light her on fire.
Yeah, Kim, you and me. This is a buddy cop flick.
Sandworms, we're doing it.
Okay, so here we go. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. That's not a strong argument. That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter. Yeah, it's super all right for kids to chew their hands off, forget I said anything.
I don't think she'll get the sarcasm
No.
behind number 3.
No.
There's no way. She doesn't read enough to understand sarcasm.
Okay. Yeah, Kim. I love Kim. Kim, I'm going to do something nice for you because you had my back here, despite the fact that I don't deserve your love. Hold on. Was I angry at Kim before about something?
You can never be angry at Kim for more than 5 minutes because he's in always a state of redemption.
Yeah.
He's always winning you over.
He is constantly like a phoenix, constantly being redeemed.
She
And that's gotta be
stands
tiring
stiff
for him.
and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Now ask her for money.
This is a person coming to terms with a new reality. One where they
Oh,
are
hold on.
wrong. It's not easy.
Wow. Now, Plaisance, this is your redemption arc. If you come through this and you're like, oh God, you're right, then suddenly I admire you as much as I disliked you before, because that is hard shit.
What a swing.
And to be clear, I dislike you a lot.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Now, if she goes out there and hits this kid, though, I will
Light her on fire.
I will find a gun, because I don't know where my gun is, even though I'm a cop. And
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
oh shit, Plaisance.
All right.
I'm so sorry. You're
a
just
human.
You're a human. You're just doing your best, and you were doing what you thought was important. You know, and honestly, this is the heartbreaking state of the world, where there's a lot of parents who do actually feel like, I got to be tough to these kids.
I got to be tough because it was tough for me, but that is not true.
Super not true. I literally just talked with my boys about this. I'm like, some parents believe that they need to be hard on their kids so their kids grow up tough. And they believe that being tough is the same as being strong. But I don't believe that. I think that you can be tough, but if the people you love and that love you and care for you are mean to you, you might be tougher, but I think it hurts you. You know, I was talking about like how we handle discipline in our household, and how like I don't shout and I try to even not use a stern voice very much. And sometimes I feel like I am doing them a little bit of a disservice, because if I do even get like a little angry or disappointed sometimes, it has an impact on them. And part of me feels like, am I not preparing them for the world? And then I stop and I'm like, no. This is a shitty cultural concept that I do not agree with. They will be ready for the world, but they do not need to learn resilience by me through my harshness.
Well, it's not will my kid be ready for the world? It's will the world be ready for my kid to have empathy and understanding for what's happening?
Yeah, and that worries me more than anything, because boy, these boys are sweet and kind, and I think that they're going to fetch up hard against the rocks of reality. But I still have time to get them ready for that.
Is she trying to pull the wool over her eyes though? I feel bad that she's exuding the want to change, but I want to make sure that she's not just telling us what we want to hear.
You know, and this is fair, but also like she was willing to like kind of be ugly in our faces about this. You know, ma'am, you know what you just earned? You just earned a free cleansing of your business of a curse. And I'm going to get every ghost here. I'm going to bust it.
It sounds
They
like
came
both
back
the
to
husband
Ghostbusters.
and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
You're like
It's that waterfall effect.
Oh, you're like Annette. Yeah, right. You're like Annette to your husband and your mother. This might help her. You know, honestly, a lot of people either they think too much about how people treat them or not enough. I remember, but like sometimes the best thing for you as a parent is to be out in public and see another parent be shitty. And that's an eye opener, because, and especially, I was at a con once and I was watching a mom, and the mom was like, "Hey, just stay close to me. I have told you a bunch of times, God, but I had sort of seen it out of the corner of my eye, and there was just a big crowd, and the kid was kind of being a kid." And obviously I knew from the tone, this mom had told this kid 10 times, but the mom was also stressed. And I could tell the kid felt like really bad. And so we were on the escalator riding down, and I'm like, I know what it's like too. The crowd's here. It's kind of hard to always go where you want to go. And so I didn't want to undermine the parents' authority or their message, which is, hey, we're out in public. Stay by me. I go, and then I said, like, when I'm with my kids, it's rough for me too, because I need to keep an eye on them, and I'm worried about being able to keep them safe. So I kind of like, hey, don't feel bad. Also, your mom cares about you. What she's not saying is, hey, I care about you, but that's why she is doing this. So yeah, hopefully she can see here, you're doing to her what they do to you. Also, I suspect you don't have a fucking dull mind, Placence. Maybe you
No, she's just been told and made to believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
My husband is completely different, of course.
Yeah, right. There's your empathy. Knowing how she feels. Is the husband Annette's father?
Yes. My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
And your husband's also involved in the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
It sounds like he's being a silent father.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
All right, I believe her. I believe her now.
Yeah, that she's really not selling us a bill of goods.
Yeah, I think that there's like a melancholic nature to this conversation.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if we're shattering her worldview, and she's realizing that she did, the cards that she's been dealt, maybe it didn't need to be that way.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it is rough, and the question of, and I know it will come up with Kim eventually, where, what she said is like, this is none of your business. Have you ever watched the best version of A Christmas Carol, which is the Alistair Sim version of Scrooge?
Pat, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the only Christmas Carol I've seen is A Muppets Christmas Carol, and that is the best one.
Okay, now I'm going to withhold, but because I actually want to watch this with you as a theater person. I want to watch this with you. It's my favorite one. I watch it every year. I've watched it my whole life with my family back when my parents were alive. I watch it with my kids now, but it's amazing. It's amazing, amazing. And there's and every version of A Christmas Carol steals from this version. And Alistair Sim is this amazing actor. And also, I want to say, don't you dare watch this without me. Because there's these old, because it was done, I think, in the 50s. And it was done in the UK. And so you see the marks of the stage tradition, because they didn't know how to do film cinematography then. It was all, we're going to do a stage production here, which is, again, why I want to watch it with you, so you can see this with me and appreciate it. But also the way they act, they had big names from the day, And so at one point, Marley comes in and is terrifying Scrooge in this classic scene. And, and he says, "Oh, man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me?" And he's like, I do. And then, and he's like, "Look at what I am like. Look at this chain. And you were this bad 7 years ago." And Scrooge goes, it's like, you were a good man of business. And Marley picks up his chains and screams, "Mankind was my business." Like hitting it with this old stage diction. And
like really saying it for the back row.
But in my heart, whenever somebody says, it's like, well, this really isn't your business. And I'm like, I am here to make everyone's life better, And that means this little girl standing in the rain. And that means hungry kids all over the world through World Builders. Hopefully, but largely less successfully, the people who are forced to work with me. Mankind is my business. Maybe this is the mission statement for Eladin, Aaron. Just saying.
Bettering mankind.
Yeah.
I think the projects that we have lined up that we want to do that's been a core tenet. But may I also throw out an idea?
Okay.
Have you ever, or would you ever consider taking the play of A Christmas Carol and maybe like the last day of the fundraiser, just doing like a live reading of it on Twitch? That'd be fun.
Oh shit, that would be fun. That's a very readable
fun, right?
book.
We have plenty of people that we could pull on.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, actually, we could do a live reading, but also we could have multiple people doing the different parts.
Yeah, it's
like
super fun.
Have people guest in. It's like, when here's Neil Gaiman as the third. No, because that one doesn't speak. That would suck.
Can I be Tiny Tim?
Yeah, no. You've ruined that. I know what you would do, and now that's forbidden.
What would I do?
You would do your little voice like this, and then I would flip over my disposable computer, and then you'd.
Tiny Tim is sick.
Okay, we gotta continue fixing this woman's life here, because mankind is my business. We couldn't have. So, why not?
We're quite busy people, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Oof.
I mean, that is a very fair statement.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
Oh, wow.
That's a nice kip up from that statement.
That's really, again, Placence. I am now team Placence, and I did not expect that to happen. Everyone, this is why I love this game, because typically, even in the rare game that has a deep, dialogue, narrative, interaction thing going on, the characters are pretty cartoony. It's like, "Hi, I'm Gunhaver, and I'll join your party for gun stuff." And then every time you talk to Gunhaver, he's like, my personal quest is to find the biggest gun. Do you need something gunned up?" And then you're like, "Hey, would you stand slightly farther away from me for tactical advantage?" He's like, "Yes, this will allow me to gun." Or you meet someone and you interact with them, and they're like, "Hi, I'm the bookstore owner." And then they grow a long handlebar mustache and twirl it with their eyes glittering like the night sky. And I'm like, I wonder if this person is evil. I had Placence pegged and I was ready to hate her forever. And she has shown the ability to engage in personal growth, which is rare and admirable. And now I would do a lot. I would move the world to help out Placence. Also, it occurs to me, what if this was all a con? She puts the girl out there constantly, and then waits for people to come in and say, your little girl's cold. And she's like, oh, I don't care. And it's like, you should care. And then she's like, oh, you're right. What am I thinking? She should, and then brings her in. And it's like, if only the store did better.
So a rope-a-dope.
Oh, it's a rope-a-dope. I would also admire that, though, because at least that's some next level.
So then would Placence join the band or just Annette?
No, but at that point, Placence would be our tour manager, because I want someone with that level of hustle promoting my shows.
Yeah, and you should not be the tour manager.
Oh, no. I'm the front man. I'm the face.
Yeah.
She told me she
Play
doesn't.
triangle.
She told me. I mean, please, glockenspiel. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
I don't actually, now having the boys study here, now having her study from Placence, homeschooling is only as good as the home. I homeschool the fuck out of these kids this year with COVID going on. Like I talked to my kids about Wittgenstein and Chaucer, back to back, 2 different days.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
All right, maybe don't ask her for money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's effectively, it's like, can I have some of Annette's college fund? Okay, I had something else in mind.
Aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Sorry, I want Farewell for Now Book Peddler to be the way I sign off every meeting with you.
That's fair. I also want this to be the thing he says to every conversation. Felworth, and except it's a different archaic phrasing for everyone. It's like farewell for now. What would be the better way of saying cafeteria manager?
Lunch compatriot. Lunch,
I don't know. Innkeeper. He's having his own LARP just in his head. And here's the thing. Farewell for now, book peddler.
All right. I'm really curious about that pendant around her neck, though.
Oh, yeah. We're going to come back to that. But now, before we wrap this stream, I got to go talk to Placence. And I'm like, hey, little girl, I know you didn't do it for yourself. You were just nice to a drunk man. But I hope that you, feel that, like, I hope that your life is a little better right now.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Let me help her with her homework.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
I have Annette's haircut right now.
And she's like, I can't talk. And it's like, but what you doing?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
I mean, math is great. Let's do math together.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this
Your
would fit
dignity.
you. Thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
That's so cute. A detective hat?
Yes,
For
just
me?
like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time.
I-
You look way more serious with that.
I imagine this man absolutely breaking down and crying at this one kind gesture from a child.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man.
You tutor Annette or something?
Oh, that's another quest we have. And you know what? I will say to any person who's like, haha, you're wearing a fedora, don't start with me. This is a love gift from a child. And also this look is very good.
Yeah.
Now, what about though?
You're like shitty Indiana Jones.
Okay, no, we're still doing this.
Excuse me while I use your bookstore as a dressing room.
Yeah. But also I get a little bit of extra encyclopedia, which is nice because I really do want to be able to like know more about the world. There's a lot of passive encyclopedia checks in the game, which I'm imagining you're missing on the reg with a 1 intellect.
Oh, you don't know what my character can do. I'm a superstar for real in my game.
Oh, I super want to know more about that. Okay. So now, this is, in my opinion, the perfect, like, and never before have I successfully done like a more complete and tidy narrative arc during a stream. So I said, hey, we got to help this girl. We did. We got a hat. Bam. Everyone, this is what we're doing in the world. Do good in the world. Help a little girl. And maybe then the universe thanks you with a cool hat. And also you change a woman's life by kind of telling her some hard truths. Even though society says stay out of other people's business, if you're gentle and kind, maybe you can help a stranger. But also the lesson you shouldn't learn is like also probably wear pants. Don't learn that lesson that you need to not wear pants to do this. Oh, this is a good look. Good look.
Kim refuses to look at me.
He doesn't look at me.
Just refuses. The hat is too powerful. Kim can't look directly at it.
Okay, so now I'm going to head back here. Sorry. I mean, the nice thing about having this terrible character is that when it comes back to just the camera on me, you're probably like, oh my God, it's Pat. It's this horrifying Pat Rothfuss. But in this context, it's actually much nicer to look at Pat Rothfuss than to look at this horrible monster cop. So,
do we find you a hat? Do we find you the Indiana Jones hat so you can wear while you're streaming? Did I say this aloud just so chat would say yes?
Oh, geez.
Maybe.
What I'm going to do now is send you. I'm going to see if there is another good stream happening that I might want to share with you.
Becca's on right now.
Oh, Becca. Doing team fight tactics, which it could not be a more different game than this one, but Becca's pretty great. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think Becca's our good choice here. So, what is Becca's actual? It's true. I think is her thing just Becca? It does look like just Becca. Okay. So I'm going to do this, and then we're going to send a raid her way, everyone. Give her my best. And thanks for tuning in with us to help a little girl and take the first tentative steps towards raiding this bookstore, which we'll probably do in the next stream. BECCA. So head on over there. Be kind to her. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to the people around you. And remember, mankind is our business. And I will see you all before too long.
Darktriad.com.
Jesus, I was doing a good sign off.
SexyDarkTriad.com.
Double boop.
We have those URLs.
Okay. So give me one sec here. I'm gonna wander over and listen to her stream a bit. Also, then I got to hop and chat with Michelle. So thank you so much, Aaron. This was a blast as always.
Yeah, super fun. And we got a meeting soon, so I'm gonna go walk around and stretch my legs.
Good choice. Bye.
All right.